Hello friends, welcome to another vlog of iPharma. In this vlog, we're going to be discussing about the Gpat 2022 preparation and the plan. So to get in all the idea and all the information, watch the video till the end. So before we just move on to the plan and the preparation of Gpat 2022, let me tell about myself. Myself, Pratik Deshpande, student at NIPA, Hyderabad, pursuing MS in Pharmaceutical Analysis. So question arises in mind on what particularly one must focus on. So let me tell about that. For in Gpat, you have to cover up a lot of syllabus and lot of subjects you have to study: the Zoetic, ecology, cognition, chemistry, biochemistry, microbiology, jurisprudence, and pharmaceutical engineering, and etc. But how to study smartly and what to pick up from a particular subject isn't very important thing. So that we're gonna discussing in this vlog within that preparation and plan. So to get an idea of all this, watch the video till the end. So in pharmaceutics, you have to study tablet, capsule, aerosol, sterile products, dissolution, preformulation, emulsion, suspension, semi-solid, suppository, rheology, interfacial phenomenon, micromeritics, NDDS, and etc. Best book I recommend the Lachman and Martin. In the description box, I have given a fast revision of a tablet and capsule. The link I have just given of a tablet capsule fast revision from Lachman plus important points from Martin. So do check it out. In that tablet, capsule, sterile products, preformulation, NDDS are a bit more important. So have a focus on this. Coming to the pharmacology and medicinal chemistry, classification of drugs acting on ANS, CNS, CVS, respiratory system, autocords, related drugs, diuretics, vitamins, hypolipidemic drugs, drugs for constipation and diarrhea, antimicrobial drugs, anticancerous drugs, and immunosuppressant drugs. Classification of adverse effects, some special uses and antidotes. Best to go with only a few drug structures, especially from ANS and chemotherapeutic drug from medicinal chemistry point of view. And in this ecology part, I recommend to go more with an antimicrobial drugs and anti-cancerous drugs, because many a time confusion arises at the time of examination, because questions arise more over the calculation part, classification parts, and there the confusions just can lead to a loss of points, man, lot of loss of marks and an MCQ. So best to go with an antimicrobial and anti-cancerous drugs morely, because there are a lot of calculation and a lot of structural based things and drugs are there. Just go with it. Then comes the biochemistry and biotechnology. In that, vitamins, enzymes, amino acid, carbohydrates identification test. rDNA technology, only the enzyme part in rDNA technology you have to do, which are used in that technique. Then identification tests are very important. AMP pathway, urea cycle, HMP pathway, citric acid cycle, glycolysis, PCR technique, blotting technique, etc. In pharmaceutical engineering, the instrumental part only have to cover up the names and principles and working of a chapter like fluid flow, filtration, centrifugation, size reduction, separation, evaporation, distillation, drying, and crystallization. Then comes the microbiology part. In that, hypersensitivity reaction, vaccines, there are the preparation and the new advancement, sterilization and disinfection chapter, isolation, identification, morphology of bacteria is very important. Coming to the biopharmaceutics, in that ADME, compartment modeling, protein binding, control release dosage form, delivery system, and BCS classification is very important. Then comes the pharmacognosy and analysis. In pharmacognosy, only the botanical name and some important chemical components of specific drugs, of that of an alkaloid, glycoside, volatile oils, and tannins. Then carbohydrates and lipid from animal and plant origin, natural pesticides and insecticides. Under analysis, only the instrumental part you have to do. Then principal part, problems from UV, lambda max calculation, numbers of vibration calculation from IR spectroscopy, instrumental principal part from UV, IR, atomic absorption spectroscopy, NMR and mass spectroscopy. In NMR spectroscopy, calculation of NMR signals of an given structure, drug, you have to do it. Then general chromatography, HPLC, GC, planar, basics of Van der Waals equation, Titration techniques and the indicators are very important. Then comes the organic chemistry. There is a lot to do in organic chemistry, but especially I suggest to go with the name reaction, the stereochemistry, resonance, mesomerism, even E2, SN1, SN2, RS configuration, and pericyclic reactions. The name reaction which I have mentioned are important. If you want to add up some more, you just can add up. Go with only the name reaction. I especially suggest, because I just gone within same during my Gpat. In jurisprudence, you have to do the acts, their rules, the establishment years. You have to just keep in your mind. The schedules from A to Z are very important, especially the OMFNC schedule is very important from DNC Act. Then comes the posology calculation, OECD guideline, ICH guidelines, clinical trial phases, phase 0 to phase 4, and basics of all subjects. If you plan a weekly studies, I'm saying that if you plan a weekly studies, then I can assure you that you can complete your syllabus with revision. In this blog, I have made some small plan from August to December 2021. You just can cover up all the many of in part of in syllabus and revision with an MCQ solving and mock test solving. You just can go with all this. So you just can take and just write it all the plan on a paper and just fix it up and just go with it. It's really helpful. It will really gonna be helpful for you. So let's get with a plan. So the plan just starts from an first week of August, but you just can take it to a next week and just fluctuate bit often and just take it to 1 or more 2 weeks earlier or afterwards. So the first week of an August, you just can go with tablet, capsule, titration, ANS. And in second week, the UV spectroscopy, CNS, glycoside dispensing pharmacy. In third week, microbiology, half part, emulsion, suspension, CVS, and preformulation. Here the half part means you have to just choose it up on your basis. Just divide up in subjects in 2 or 3 parts and just keep it in 1 week and 2 weeks, and just divide it in which week you have to just cover up which part of in that subject. And in fourth week, flame photometry, emission spectroscopy, microbiology, remaining part, aerosol, GIT, autocoids. And in fifth week, IR spectroscopy, alkaloids, endocrine system, except steroids, you have to do it. In sixth week, NMR, mass, volatile oils, terpenoid, antimicrobial, half part. In seventh week, HPLC, GC, tannins, resins, name reactions of organic chemistry. In eighth week, semi-solid biochemistry, only metabolism part, antimicrobial drugs, remaining part. In ninth week, stereochemistry, chromatography, TLC, HPTLC, gel, iron, carbohydrates, and fixed oil of pharmacognosy. In 10th week, colligative properties, solution, kinetic, statics, states of matter, sterile product, basics of patho and HAP. In 11th week, jurisprudence, clinical pharmacy, basics, some revision of prior part. In 12th week, biopharmaceutics, half part, NDDS, cosmetics part, biochemistry other than metabolism. In 13th week, steroids, toxicology part, MCQ. In 14th week, biopharm, remaining part, general coology part, suppository, rheology, interfacial phenomenon. In 15th week, micromeritics, then pharmaceutical engineering and prior revision. Just write it down, all these things which I am mentioning here. In 16th week, biotechnology and pericyclic reaction. In 17th week, some revision of prior part. In 18th week, analgesics, narcotics and non-narcotics. You just can go with it. 19th week, and then MCQs revision, and from here on we'll just go with all the MCQs, mock test practices and all. So here I have just mentioned a simple plan of in 5 months, a 20-week plan. Go with it. Really, it will help you to cover up your syllabus with the revision, MCQ solving, mock test practice and all. So all the best for the Gpat 2022 aspirants. Thank you. If you like my video, then do like it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new on my channel to never miss any new updates. Thank you.